Hey guys, it's Diane Hochman, and I want to give you guys a Twitter tip. It's so simple, it's so basic, and yes, most people they don't think about it. They really don't. And by the way, this tip is not just for Twitter, it's for Facebook, it's for any social site, LinkedIn, and it's also for your voicemails when you leave voicemails for prospects and stuff. Here's the big tip. Grab a pen. You're gonna be like, Diane, you're like this big marketer and this is your tip. Get ready. Ready to write it down? It's ask a question. Ask a question. Guys, if you go on Twitter and you meet someone, let's say they just started following you, and if you write them and you ask them a question about where they live, about their site, about anything, how long you've been on Twitter, hey, do you have a blog? I'd love to look at it. What is it? You ask them a question. They naturally are psychologically obligated to write you back. When they write you back and they answer the question, now you have a chance to write them back again. And when you do, especially if you do get their link to their blog or whatever, and you get to comment on what you saw, you just started a dialogue. And when you have a dialogue with someone when you first meet them, you're solidifying the relationship. When the relationship is solidified, then every time you tweet in the future, they'll notice your tweet above all the others because they recognize you. Let's face it, people are following hundreds and many people are following thousands and thousands of people. If nobody's seeing your tweets because there's so much noise, they're absolutely worthless. If you've built relationships, you're better off building relationships over the next month with 50 to 100 people that will read your tweets than running around and following and getting followers and having thousands that don't read your tweets. So asking a question, whether it's in your auto response when somebody follows you, whether it's just as you're hooking up with people, or anytime, look and see what people are saying and ask somebody a question. You're creating a much more powerful communication. Okay. You also can do this with voicemails. You got some leads, you call them up, you leave them a message. If you ask them a cool question, they'll be obligated to reply to you. They'll call back, literally, to ask. And one of the most fun ways to meet new people, by the way, is to go on Twitter and just type out a question. Making a nice dinner tonight. Whoops. I never said I was a good typer. Chicken or beef stew? Which one would... Are you suffering now watching me type? Now you know my biggest challenge. Would you pick? If I send this out, at least 5 to 10 people will write me back, and now we get to have a food conversation. We're talking about something that's not threatening, something that they don't feel weird about. They get to give me their recipes, all this other good stuff, and then they naturally get nosy, and the next thing you know, they're all over my blog poking around. And the best part is now they will read my tweets, and they will engage with me. So there's a secret. It's so simple, yet most people are out bombarding people with what they're interested in and what they want to talk about, or their program or their link. When you get people talking about what they like to talk about, it's night and day. It's magical. And it's very, very simple people technique and prospecting technique, and it'll change your existence on Twitter, Facebook, and all the sites. So have fun with it, guys, and whatever you do, ask a question. We'll see you guys later. Hey guys, and for more tips and notifications of my calls and all that stuff, just visit DianeHochman.com. It's DianeHochman. DianeHochman.com. I do live training calls every week, put up training videos, all kinds of good stuff for you guys. We'll see you later.